Good morning, good evening, good night, whatever it may be for you. This is Josh from Loot Fam, and today we're going to be opening up 75 pounds of t-shirts to see if we can find some vintage heat. Let's get digging. Alright, so we're going to dig into this thing, and I got to open it up, and we're just going to chat. We're going to talk. We're going to chill out. Oh my goodness. They tie it so tight. I didn't need some assistance. So we're thinking about continuing to do these videos and just do it live. I don't know if we would have a whole lot of people watching live, but it might be fun. So I'm going to go through as quick as possible, so you may not see every piece, but we'll try to get you any highlights so that, ooh, whoa, right off the bat, dude, right off the bat, we got a Taz Racing t-shirt. That is sick, from 97. Man, what a good hit, just 2 t-shirts in. Heck yeah. Hopefully that's a good sign. Oh, we got some pants. Anyway, so the whole, t-shirts have been hot lately, everyone, if you probably know that. They've been sort of hot commodity. I recently saw, I think, a t-shirt, like an Aladdin tee, went for something like $6,000. Here's a Harley tee. It's not a new one, but it's a Harley tee nonetheless. $6,000 for an Aladdin genie tee. There's the common one that you've probably seen, and that still goes for a lot of money, but this one was like a special version that was extra rare. What do we have here? Looks like a cool dope shirt. Yeah, this is actually kind of cool. A lot of times these t-shirts that get in these bags are like people's tie-dye experiments. We got something here. So it's made in USA and single stitch, but it says vintage. It is a vintage tee. Man, we got a lot of vintage tees so far. I don't know what's really going on here. Some sort of like Art Deco, like not Art Deco, but like art tee. Like a coffee house type art, not necessarily like Picasso. Looks like we have, nope, that's nothing. I think this tee is, this bag might be a killer. Might be a good one. I've been pretty hype on tees lately. Just yesterday, I found this Tyson Evander Holyfield 2 fight tee from 97 for like $5 at a flea market. I am super pumped. You guys probably heard that Tyson is going to be fighting Roy Jones Jr. in September, I believe it is, and it's all the rage people are talking about these days. So I'm pretty excited. I expect Tyson stuff to start going faster and for a little bit more money. I recently did just sold one of my Tyson fight tees from '88 just a couple days ago. So yeah, I expect those to go up pretty significantly. I'd love to find a few more of them, and who knows, maybe we'll find one in here. But yeah, so the last 2 days we've been out thrifting, and the thrift stores have been actually really good. I don't know if you guys are experiencing the same thing in your areas, but we've noticed quite the uptick in the last few days of another Harley tee, not vintage, but another one. Just of more quality pieces, higher volumes. I don't know if people are dumping their end of the summer garage sale leftovers, and that's just what's happening, or they're getting back to school and clearing out. I don't know, but it's been better. It had been pretty rough the last couple months, where it's just pretty empty. We did a lot of traveling. That's one of the reasons why we haven't been able to put a lot of content out. We were all over Florida, all over Virginia, basically just soaking up Corona wherever we went. But the thrift stores in those places were like pretty empty, pretty dead, pretty just, I mean, just nothing exciting. And that's pretty sad and pretty frustrating, because like one of the things I look forward to when we travel. Oh, Veterans Tea. But anyway, man, we have still quite a bit of t-shirt material left to go through. Nope, nothing. So anyway, I think we'll be putting out a lot more content. It's like the Levi stuff we've been doing. I've got some good feedback from those videos. I've got a lot more of information inside this noodle that I can share and maybe help other people with. The other thing is I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but sports cards have been like next level, particularly basketball cards, which is like what I grew up collecting. So I'm pretty excited about that. You're gonna probably see a little bit more like sports card related content on our channel. If that's not your deal, like cool, like just move on to the next. But like, yeah, it's just we like to make money in different ways, and ways that most people may not think to do it. So that's one of the ways. And you know, if you're going to be in this like arbitrage type industry, the business, you got to be diversified so that you can constantly be getting new material to sell, new material to flip, and like, so one of my big things is like, we didn't start off in vintage. Like, vintage is something that happened to us, so to speak, I guess. Like, we were in thrift stores just, you know, flipping Michael Kors crap, and eventually realized like we were running into vintage stuff and realized some of it has value. So we learned the market, and of course like that kind of like resonated with me, because I thought it's far more interesting than just buying like Coach and, you know, like North Face stuff. And so that was like really, it's a little bit better aesthetic, and you know, like the appeal of old things and nostalgia and history and story. Like, that's, to me, that's so much more interesting than just the normal stuff that tends to more modern stuff. So but we had to learn the market. Like, you have to learn what you're going to try to sell. You got to learn about it. So like, we've been spending a lot of time with sports cards, buying sports cards, watching the market for sports cards, like investigating, like looking up comps. Just, I mean, I'm already a huge basketball fan in the first place, so like I'm already like connected to the basketball world, constantly watching, you know, so staying on top of that, what's happening. And you kind of ride that train like it's the stock market, you know. You watch for new players and what they're up to and how they're playing, and like, if you've positioned yourself well with certain cards, you might be able to profit on their success. So far we've hit quite the drought. After that first decent hit, like, it's been pretty empty. So you got to learn your markets, learn what's going on. You have to stay attentive. Things will pass you by if you're not watching carefully. Like, there's been so many trends that I've missed or almost missed. Like, during the shutdown, like the trend of like people buying stuff for their personal workout routine. I ended up making a lot of money, but I almost missed that whole deal. So here looks like we have the last t-shirt. Or maybe not. There's something else is in here. Oh. Yeah, it's just a kid's like Chuggington t-shirt. Anyway, so if you learned anything, if you soaked anything up, remember, it's all about learning your market. do the research, spend the time, experiment. You might have to go buy something and make a few mistakes before you learn it well enough. But once you have that knowledge, you can keep that knowledge up to date, and you can use that knowledge to make money. So do that. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. We enjoy this. We enjoy you guys. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.